Welcome to another episode and video on my driving robot MIRFT 2 based on the fischertechnik TXT controller running embedded Linux and programmed in Python using OpenCV, touch sensors and sonar. Connected to an oscilloscope which is currently measuring the touch sensors and the sonar, and when we look at the oscilloscope then it shows some irregularity in signals by all sensors, all measured sensors. So when I run it, I hope that things make sense. Last time it did not, or really. It suddenly played a sound, it turned, also display flash, but also, although RoboPro showed that the sensors were working, it didn't stop, and that it should do. So let's now do a test run, see whatever happens, and then it's better if it takes a little more time to reach an object. So, starting program. That would be very nice if it did something. Camera connected, there it goes. Yeah, right. And the only reason that it stops is that it asks the password. And then stops. Everything stops. So why does it stop? Well, for now the only thing to be that can be seen is that it touches the object, which is a battery pack. It didn't keep its trajectory course, which is a straight line. No light, no sound, and also here it doesn't touch. That may be a good sign, but since it also touches, it is on the screen output to determine what really happened. And usually it just keeps running, the program that is. But now, without me interfering or pressing Ctrl C, the whole program just stopped. With an something in OpenCV code. So those are two things that I don't really like. And upon that, let's take a look at it. So, after this first test, and this is of course seen via the webcam, what is the result? Well, it's a very short run, and this is, needless to say, the sonar. No pre, lamp on. Empty. Okay, hold on, let's see whatever is in the code. When does it say empty? Where does it say empty? Click is none. So it says action 0 and then it continues. CA0 is it, and then it goes on. Alright, let's do it in an easy way. Where does it say empty? Right here. Okay. Then, no, that's the only place. So, camera action start, etc, etc, etc. This is sonar between 10 and 15. And then it stops. Alright, well, not alright, but it does stop anyway. So, as yet, there is no saying what did stop it. And I think this error stopped it, but it is no good. By the way, you can see that this one is being touched, flat line. This is very irregular. I hope to see a pattern in the sonar signal, and right now the sonar is looking right at this point here, but anyway, let's run it again. And see whatever happens. Run it. And let's put this one there. Network error. I don't want that. Now it does something. Oh. Just prior to coming in view, I noticed that the lamp worked. And it had, oh, it clearly hits the sensor. Do I see that? No, I don't. Well, a grey image and then a full color, another grey image. Now you can see it. Ah, it turns a bit. Aha, now that's interesting. So at long last it does turn. So now the latest images. It has two images. I can ignore this one and I can ignore this one, but this one I want. So again using image magic, and 1422, there goes, and this is looking straight at the crane. So that works, and it did stop because it at the last moment it made a turn with a light flash. That is very nice. So it apparently does work, but why don't I see it? Oh wait, here. Contact 1. Distance 3. Alright, so that actually does work. That is very nice to see. 2. Yes, absolutely 2 here. And distance, yeah, well, I have to comply this, but as seen last time, The problem is that this with this distance is very short. So a floor test or a test on the floor would be much nicer, but unfortunately I can't show this, and I can't always show this. So yeah, what to do? One thing to mention though is that the battery pack, before I put the robot back in starting position, that the battery pack was like this. So this means that with the original position of this and being pushed like that, the robot does not stop at contact. The question of course is, should it? Well, let's take a look at the code for a moment. And it says if contact, yeah, contact speed 0. Is it? Well, I can't even determine if it stops or not, because then it should say stop, but it doesn't. Anyway, that's one thing, but now I want to take a look at something else, because I am going to move the robot back and forth, and I want to take a look at the sonar signal, which is the purple line, and then take a look. Alright, let's see if I can manage that. How does the signal change? How does the sonar signal change when I move it forward? Actually, it doesn't. Alright, interesting. Because I seem to notice that it did change. But maybe that is because of the software. So let's run it again. Now with all stuff put in the old position, and run it again, and let's see if it indeed does show a signal change. Camera connected. There it goes. It pushes both elements away, asking for a password, but I don't care for that password right now. Right now, this is the situation. So it kept its trajectory, pushes away both battery packs, and well, right straight on. And the only thing that happens is that it is being held back by, well, whatever it is. But it doesn't it clearly does not stop at the battery packs. It's touching the sensors. Did that happen, by the way? Can't even tell. Alright, give him password. Second password. Oh, see, now the signal is a bit, does change it a little bit. Now once more. Oh, and there is something else interesting on the screen, because here there's no object except, well, here's something and further, and in this instance it doesn't sense anything, it's completely unreliable. But then go on, there are several objects right here further, and it detects those now. So the touch sensors are entirely free, so it doesn't see anything anymore. So this is useless, running the program, but it shows that if I want to use both OpenCV and the touch sensors and the sonar, well, that clearly doesn't work. So what to do? So looking at the contact code, contact is 1, and then what happens? Both stop. Both motors should stop at contact. And I was first a bit confused because this is connected out, but it is on this line that works. If the contact is made, stop. Now looking here, I have camera action 0. Where is camera action 0? Right here. Then I have CA0 is 11. Where is CA0? Right here. Then it goes to sonar. However, this is sonar, and the sonar is not eliminated, so this is clear. It should reduce speed. But which one prevails? That's a good point. However, no matter what prevails, if it meets a sensor, it has to stop, and that it clearly doesn't. So what happens? I should actually put some more printing stuff here. I do not see camera action 10 at 10. I do not see distance CA0, CA10 is the distance. I don't see that. So right now let's try again. Aborted. I don't want to see that. I want to see something like distance C8, afstand CA10 or contact speed 0. Okay, let's cheat. I put it back. There it goes again. CA0. Again CA0 is 14. And I'm going to cheat again. End. That's the end. So now I am going to do it like this, very close by. And once again. It won't work straight away, of course. Nope, that's what I thought. I want to see a nice output from this part of the code. And as yet, I haven't seen. What is this? CA11. CA11. That's here. Contact 2. It hit contact 2 and and 1. But but distance CA11 here. Afstand CA11. Which is clearly this line. So what happens? Well, it should stop. And then it says counter if contact 2. Yes, counter if contact 2. Yes. And then camera action 11. Camera action 11 is here. So if this clearly works, no doubt about it. But how many times did I run the program? Only once, because in here I never ever, during this very short run, starting here, I never gave a password. So I'm baffled because right here, well, not camera action. Oh, camera action 0 is commented out. Right, I did that last time. So, and then contact 2, and contact 2 camera action 11 is grayed out. So when this right, so it does work, but only in certain moments. And not really consequently. Not good. Big question, of course, why? Why doesn't it respond properly? Right, last part for this episode. I have added in the code a line for the contacts 1 and 2 to put screen output when the motors are being stopped. And also I enabled the camera output again in both parts, both if conditions. So let's see if anything specific happens. Starting the program. If something works out, that is. Yep. Now you can clearly see that it doesn't really stop. That's a problem, of course. That may be a problem. It keeps on driving and asks me for a password. So now, and also it has diverted from its course. So let's start again, and now I have to look on screen whichever happens first, the contact or the password. And that may be revealing, maybe not. Network error, thank you. Well, it pushes away and then it asks for a password. So, well, no need to give the password. I just stop the program now. And which is which? Camera action 0, then sonar. And it doesn't even say contact stop. So it actually completely ignores it. Now scrolling back in the output, it says contact 0, camera action 00, camera action 0, distance. Again, camera action, no, that's the same. Yeah, another camera action 0, so multiple camera action 0s. But nowhere it says motor stop because of the contact. Nowhere. So this, and this by the way, is simply not working. That becomes very clear. So is it really either the camera or the other sensors, sonar and touch sensor? Is there some timing problem? This is weird. And certainly in this type of cases I don't like weirdness. I don't like weird things. So what happens if I just cheat and I start with cheating and double cheating. Double cheating. And then see whatever happens. So both touch sensors are already pressed and the sonar is in very short distance of two objects. And it gives very strange output. So, what happens now? TXT aborted. This is not funny anymore. Now it does something, but what? No. Okay, apparently it doesn't like my cheating. Or not that much anyway. One released. And no, once again network error. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Yeah, does it do something? Nope. It hangs on the very first condition. So with 2 released but very close by. Is that different? It could be different. Yeah, network error. It's always that same stuff, that it doesn't like to start at first hint. Alright, it touches both now. And asks for password, as well as that it says nowhere contact 1 or 2 being stopped. Nowhere. Alright, never mind. And they were not at the same distance, so one is earlier than the other. Okay, never mind. I have to find this further out, but I'm out of time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give it thumbs up, leave a comment. Subscribe to, or follow me on Twitter. Retweet and like. Leave a comment. Follow me on Instagram. Like and give a comment. I appreciate it. Please donate to keep videos coming to you, and you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned. And this is going to be continued. Bye bye.